And welcome back to the CBS 42 Morning News. Right now, all eyes on South Carolina as voters are heading to the polls tomorrow in the big primary here. But after here will be the SEC on March 1st, when Alabama will be a part of that big southern large state vote, when people will be voting in the primaries and caucuses. Joining us now from our studios back in Birmingham is our Secretary of State, John Merill. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Art, and welcome back to Birmingham.
Thanks a lot. I really do appreciate that. And you've got a big job ahead. We're now starting to see the candidates swing through our state. Who's coming through Alabama over the next few weeks?
Well, we're very excited about the traffic we've already received, Art, but we've received confirmed reports that Mr. Trump will be back before the primary. Senator Rubio has an event scheduled in Huntsville on the 27th. Senator Cruz is going to be back on the 27th or the 28th of this month. We expect that we will also see Governor Bush if he does well in South Carolina. Governor Kasich, we've had unconfirmed reports about his status. And of course, Dr. Carson's been here several times, and we may expect to see him as well. But we know those three front runners are scheduled to be back in our state before March the 1st.
Well, John, with a list like that, it certainly seems that Alabama is very important. They're trying to get those delegates there.
No doubt about it, Art. I think that the candidates have realized the importance of our state, the importance of visiting with our people, the importance of making sure that their message is heard by our folks so that our voice will be louder and our vote will count more than it has in the past.
One thing that we're hearing here from the state party chair, Matt Moore, is that Alabama is very similar to South Carolina in terms of demographics. Are you looking at what's happening here? I know the vote is tomorrow, the primary is tomorrow. Are you paying attention to what's happening here with the vote?
Well, absolutely, and I think that history records that that has been a parallel for us, and there have been a few exceptions. For example, in 2008, Governor Huckabee carried our state very strong. However, Senator McCain had carried it in South Carolina. But in 2000, President Bush carried South Carolina and he carried Alabama on his way to the nomination. So I think our people will pay attention to it, but does not necessarily mean that they will directly follow suit.
One thing that we're seeing here in South Carolina as they're gearing up for the primary tomorrow is that as the candidates come into the state, they're getting to be very close with the voters, up close, being able to talk to them. With all that you've listed for the candidates coming to Alabama, would this be a situation where they'll get a chance to be up and close with the voters there?
Art, I don't think there's any doubt about it. One of the things that has happened because of our participation in SEC primary, Alabama has become a real player in presidential politics. You know, we've also had visits from Senator Sanders and visits from Secretary Clinton as well. We expect that they'll be back too. The thing about the personal interaction with our candidates, with our people, means that they've got a chance to get to have a personal interaction on a level that will help them determine who they should support and why. And what we've seen since August of last year is unparalleled and unprecedented in the history of our state.
Certainly exciting times. This is one primary that has really been very exciting. John, thanks so much for getting up to be with us this morning.
Art, thanks for having me. It's good to be with you.
All right, we appreciate you. Now,